Hi, I am ThatPaulGuy, and it's Thursday. Thursday, October 17th, 2019, and before we get started, I just want to make a small little plea to everybody. If you're not already a subscriber and you're watching this channel, please do me a favor, hit that little red subscribe bar. I'm trying to get to 100 by the end of the year, and it would sure help me out a lot if you're not already a subscriber to go ahead and do so. So I really would appreciate it more than you'd know. Let's go ahead and get things started. We're going to start with space news. Tomorrow morning at about 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, two women are going to make history. And obviously not on Earth. They're going to be astronauts Christina Koch and Jessica Meyer. They will be doing the first female spacewalk. They're actually going to be replacing some power controllers and some batteries on the ISS, and it'll be the first time that two women have been doing a spacewalk together. This was originally supposed to happen, or two women were supposed to do this back in March, but there were some problems with ill-fitting spacesuits. Evidently the parts didn't fit right, and just on safety's sake, they said, no, we'll go ahead and pass on it. And so now it's going to happen tomorrow morning. It was supposed to happen either today or tomorrow, but it has been scheduled for tomorrow morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. Speaking of spacesuits, Virgin Galactic and NASA have both unveiled the new spacesuits for, in Virgin Galactic's case, it will be for the Spaceship 2, which is their flying plane type thing that's going to go into low Earth orbit. And for NASA, there will be all the stuff for the Orion crew, the spacesuits and everything for that. Virgin Galactic is actually contracted with sportswear company Under Armour to make their spacesuits. And so they're going to be making the suits, the footwear, the handwear, and some limited edition jackets and stuff like that. The people that will be getting these first will be the folks that have already purchased tickets. There's about 600 folks that have bought tickets for between $200,000 and $250,000. Those folks will be the first ones to get it. But Virgin Galactic did say that as flights start to take off, they might have to increase the price just a little bit. Don't know by how much, but the end-all be-all goal is to get it down to around $60,000 per ticket, but the price will probably have to go up just a little bit to kind of offset some cost until there's enough flights where that price then comes down. So I'll leave links to both of those for Virgin Galactic, the Under Armour stuff, and for NASA stuff for the Orion spacecraft, so you guys will be able to see that. In tech news, graphics processor company NVidia is putting out want ads basically for people to work in their Lightspeed Studios. Lightspeed has put an ad out there where they're actually going to take several retro, or not necessarily retro, but games that have been popular over the last decade or so, and add real-time ray tracing to these titles. Ray tracing, if you're not familiar, is the process of changing the illumination or the way that light is handled, so that it changes everything from shadows to illumination to reflections and all that stuff. And movie theaters have been doing this quite a while with CGI, or computer graphics. They have been doing it for a number of years. But to do this on the fly, like a video game or something like that, is quite a bit more resource intensive. And right now, NVIDIA is the only company that does that, and only on one select part of their graphics card, I guess you could say tier or brand or level. Now, not to be outdone, AMD, which is the other company, the other major graphics card company, they are working on ray tracing for the next generation of consoles, of video game consoles that are due out later next year. But somebody also did spot something in one of their drivers where they have actually enabled in their driver ray tracing that's already built in. So you figure that they're either about to release some video cards or about to make something backward compatible or something to enable this on some of their graphics cards that are coming up. But anyway, NVIDIA has put out the call for these folks. I have no idea what titles they're talking about doing, but they were really excited. They said they were very popular titles, and they're excited to do it. So I'm excited to see it. Anyway, another tech news, the Google Pixel phone is about to be released. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's one of those worst kept secrets where it was been talked about so much that everybody kind of thought it had already been released and nobody could find it. Maybe because it was sold out or something like that. No, it hadn't been released yet. It's been talked about and it is being released. Still don't actually have a firm date on when it's coming out though. So, but Google has now said that yes, indeed it is coming out. So, I mean, but we kind of already knew that. So, like I said, some of us already thought it was out there. So, good job, Paul. Good job. Good job. In gaming news, Rockstar Games. Those are the folks that bring you the Max Payne and Grand Theft Auto games. They are now taking pre-orders on PC through their game launcher for Red Dead Redemption 2. This is already out on console, but now it's coming to PC. It was rumored. It was everybody thought, oh, what's going to happen? And now it is. It's proven fact. It is going to actually happen. But they've done something special to kind of entice you into buying it directly from them on their portal. And that is, if you pay for the regular version, you're going to get the special upgraded version. If you pay for the special upgraded version, you're going to get the ultimate version. Now, these come with some perks and extras and stuff like that. But to sweeten the pot even more, Rockstar Games is going to give you 2 free games. And this is going to be some of their later titles, like Max Payne 3 or Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5 or whatever. But if you don't already have them and you need to catch up a little bit, might be a good thing to do. You can get 3 games for the price of 1, so that's not a bad deal at all. But it's a limited time. Don't know how long the limited time is running for, but they've put pre-orders out there. So I don't know exactly what date it's being released either. I didn't see that on the website or on the portal when they said it was going to be released. They could be announcing that any time now, though. And if you're a Fortnite player, the Battle Royale game Fortnite, you probably were wondering what in the world just happened. Chapter 10 ended in a hailstorm of firefight, missiles, bombs, whatever, and then everything got sucked into a black hole, and all you saw on the screen or when you tried to log in or anything like that was just this black hole sitting there for days. Well, fear not. Chapter 2, Season 1 has now started, and there's all new maps, and some of them have a bunch of water. A lot of water. Like a lot of water. This lot of water will, evidently there's swimming involved, fishing and stuff like that, but it's not all, fun and games at the resort. There will actually be items in the water that you can get, fish for or whatever, including health items and extra points and stuff like that will be hidden in the water that I guess it now becomes part of the gameplay. So, wow, it's not all fun and games at the resort, I guess, anymore. I was really beginning to wonder kind of what was going on. So, speaking of what's going on, that's all. That's all I got. I know last week was a little bit longer. This week's a little bit shorter, but I appreciate you hanging in there with me. Once again, if you're not already subscribed, please do that. I'm trying to hit 100 by the end of the year. Feel free to share. Leave me any kind of comments, thumbs up, thumbs down, anything you want. Any comments are welcome, like I said. And really, that's all I got for this week. So, I've got a review coming out on a vertical mouse that you might be interested in later, probably in the next couple of days. But that's the only thing on the horizon. So until next time, folks, I'll see you later.